All right, Jared1970Monte on the road, on location here. I'll clean my lens off. Vicks Classic Cars and Parts, Chesney, South Carolina. I am on the lookout. I've done about cleaned this yard of all the first generation Monte Carlo stuff. But I'm gonna turn around and give you a look here. I'm on the look for a header panel for my grandpa's '89 Caprice. Basically that piece right there, except that's for a cutlass. We want to change it to the older style, and I'm hoping there might be one up in here. Literally stacks and stacks and stacks of cars in this place. Anything from square body trucks all the way back to Tri-5 Chevys. I don't know how much time I'll have today to look around and do a few videos, but I definitely want to, next time I come back, I'll make a point to try to do. I've got a few videos on my YouTube of this place, but I'd like to do a little more. Here's a 70s cutlass. Some of these are you have to look, because a lot of these will have the same, a lot of these have the same steering column up to about 75 or 6. It'll work in an early car. Of course, that one is gone, but I mean, that's another discovery. I've never even paid any attention to that car sitting there before. A lot of weird, there's a Beretta. So there's a lot of 90s stuff up here too. A lot of Chevettes and a lot of pickups. Looks like some Mazdas. I believe it's some Mazdas, not Mazdas, but Monza, Chevrolet Monzas. Parts for those are pretty hard to find. This is late October, a week before Halloween. Haven't had really a good freeze yet, so still need to be careful when you're out here in the yard. A lot of Mopar stuff. Some more 90s stuff. You also have to be careful of the water trap here. Low spots in the track. Kind of mushy, very slippery mud there. A lot of Mopar stuff. I'm getting back towards the Caprices and Impalas now. I'm just back into the Oldsmobiles and Buicks. Here's some more cars. I mean, it'd be cool just to look through all that stuff. I'm sure there's stuff in there that could be bought and put online and sold. Get down here and take a left. A lot of pickup trucks and vans and stuff back that way. You can see how far this place goes on back. I mean, all the way back. He's been here for years. Real nice guy, real fair guy, great guy to buy stuff from. I've probably bought several $1,000s worth of stuff from him, and the amount of stuff I've gotten is just insane. Now that I've about picked it clean, I don't mind telling you that, but there's a wagon. Most all these are Buicks. I actually redone and painted a car about like that right there. Hopefully we don't run into any surprises. I didn't put my coveralls on. It's kind of warm today. Kind of chilly here in the shade, but there's an oddball. That's a 70-something wagon. Mid-70s Pontiac wagon. All right, here, we're getting into Caprices now, and I'm going to take a look and stop the video here. All right, picking back up on the video here, just kind of want to show you all the trucks. I mean, these trucks go all the way back. I've actually never walked on back that far. Just really never had a reason to. But we did find a header panel. One that we're trying to get the car back to the 4 headlight version. Of course, all these are the 70s, and these won't work. You gotta have, we really would want this. This is a 80 to 85, but it is messed up. It could be fixed, but I'm skeptical. I may try to snatch both, I don't know. We also need some bumper fillers, but some of these things were metal, some of them were plastic. Of course, that's the plastic version. And then here's the 86 version, which has got the 4 headlights. It had the Caprice emblem here, which should be way easier to grind off than try to fill this hole here and put that ridge back. But you still have to run the later model bumper, which I'm not fond of. But at this point, the car needs to be sanded and painted, and I'm getting I'm sick of seeing the thing sit there without being painted, so I got to figure out how this header panel comes off. Looks like not that hard. So I'm gonna run back and get some tools right fast, and if I have any more time, I'll do a little more video, and I'm gonna look in some of these cars, make sure somebody ain't laid a header panel back. All right, so we actually found an 80 to 85 Impala header panel on a station wagon. They're gonna take it off for me, and I'm gonna get it later on. So that was a very big score coming up here. Those are extremely hard to find now, all the 80s model stuff. But these Camaros, Firebirds, I've seen them sitting here. I wanted to make sure they didn't have any tilt columns, because they're the same as the stuff I mess with. So big score on that header panel. It's a brown station wagon over there, stacked on. It was kind of hid in amongst all the Buicks and Oldsmobiles, so I was glad to walk down that row and see that. Somebody's gonna ask how many cars is up here. I'm gonna say probably 4,000 or 5,000. Looks like that column is gone, but sometimes you have to look around in a car, because people will take columns out, lay them in a car. I have found some tilt stuff up here that way before. These here is too new. It's the 70 to 75 or 6 or 7, somewhere in that range that'll work. There's a piece of one laying back here. It's about 4:30. I'm gonna have to get out of here. That's kind of cool. WDABAM 1580 hits from the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Interesting. I like that kind of music, minus the 40s. I love the 50s and 60s, but don't remember that station. Probably too young. Here's a car, roof chopped off. You know, if it was a little later, look at this. There's the steering column. Unfortunately, this one's a little bit later version because it's got a plastic collar. But from what I understand, the tilt head is the same. So I'm gonna grab that. See what I'm saying about looking under all the pine needles? And that one's too late because it's got the thing hanging off of it. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll do more videos from up here. A lot of times when I'm up here, I'm just so busy doing what I'm doing, I don't have time to take videos, and I've been more on the YouTube thing the last few years. So anyway, kind of enjoy it. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'm gonna end this here unless I have some more time to video something else. We'll see you next time. Bill Elliott used this car right here to build his replica Thunderbird NASCAR. And we was up here several years ago and caught Bill Elliott walking out of the junkyard. Real nice guy, down to earth. Just thought that was kind of cool, but he actually brought what was left of the car back because he just used the sheet metal off of it to build his race car.